Hi everyone and welcome to Learn English with Si. In today's English lesson we're going to be learning how to ask for a refund. So asking for a refund is essential if you buy something and it turns out to be broken and you need to get your money back. So to refund simply means to give or get money back, usually as a result of a faulty product or service. So for example, if you buy a new oven and it gets installed and you try to turn it on and it doesn't work, then you would contact the store and ask for a refund or a replacement. So some key vocabulary that you need to know when returning items to a store. So to return. So to return either means to go back to somewhere you've already been, which isn't the meaning in this context. We're dealing with this meaning, which is to give something back to whomever you received it from. So we can use to return when we're talking about giving something back that we've either borrowed or that has been lent, that someone else is returning to us, or that we've bought. So for example, if we've bought a pair of shoes and something's wrong with them, maybe they had a hole or a split in them and we need to take them back, we could say, I want to return this. Okay, to exchange. Now exchanging is slightly different. It means to give and receive something at the same time. For example, e.g., they exchanged phone numbers, and that means two people gave each other their phone number at the same time. So an exchange is giving and receiving something at the same time. So exchanging always involves two objects that are swapped. So either two phone numbers, or it might be something you're returning to the store in this context and getting a new one in return. So exchanging something that's faulty for something that is working. So let's go through some ways to ask for a refund. So we could say, I'd like to return this please. Could I return this please? Using could simply is a polite way of asking. Or we could say, I was wondering if I could return this if possible. Again, a slightly longer polite way to ask. Or I'd like to exchange this please, which means it's broken and you want another one that's working. So usually when we're asking for a refund, we might give a reason. So we might, for example, say something is faulty, or it wouldn't work, or it doesn't work. We can use wouldn't or doesn't. Or we could give a reason. For example, you noticed that there was a big hole in the coat. So let's go through these examples. So I bought this phone yesterday and it's faulty. I'd like to return it please. I bought this kettle last week but it wouldn't work when I tried it. I'd like to exchange it for another one please. I bought this coat on Tuesday but when I took it home I noticed it had a big hole in it. I'd like a refund please. So some possible responses that you might hear from the shop assistant who is dealing with your exchange are, I'm sorry about that. I'll process your refund for you now. So often they'll say that they're sorry about the broken product, just to be polite. So processing your refund just means to give you your money back. So I'm sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, I can't refund you in cash, but you can exchange it for another one if you'd like. So often at stores, they have a policy of not refunding certain products or services in cash, but they will exchange it for another one, so the same type or one of a similar value to the one that is broken. Okay, and no problem, I'll just take care of that for you. So no problem is a polite way of saying okay, and that they're going to do something and that it isn't a problem. So that's the end of today's lesson. If you'd like to get in touch with me about this lesson or any other lessons, then you can or any other things to do with English, for example, like questions to do with grammar or anything you're stuck on, you can email me at learnenglishwithsi@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you with answers as soon as possible. You can follow me on Instagram at learnenglishwithsi, and Facebook again at learnenglishwithsi. And I also have Pinterest as well, which is Learn English with Si as well. I need to add that on here. Okay, so learning how to do things like ask for a refund is vital in English, because obviously sometimes products go wrong and services go wrong. But if you stick to what I've discussed today in this lesson, you'll have no problems at all. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time on Learn English with Si.